सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बोफलसारभक्षितं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। सदा स्मेरवक्त्रं कृपापूर्णनेत्रं स्थिरं दीनमित्रं जनप्रीतिपात्रं सुविज्ञातशास्त्रं कषायाक्तवस्त्रं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यम्। भगवद गीता का ध्यान श्लोक। सो द फर्स्ट श्लोक आई जस्ट चैंट। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां told to Partha. Bhagavad Gita was taught to Partha. Partha is Arjuna. Swayam Bhagavan नारायणेन। सो नारायण भगवान ही पार्थ को अर्जुन को भगवत गीता का उपदेश दिया। मध्य महाभारत, महाभारत का बीच में, महाभारत का युद्ध का बीच में और महाभारत ग्रंथ का बीच में, दोनों के बीच में, ग्रंथ का भी बीच में भगवत गीता आता है और युद्ध के बीच में भी भगवत गीता उपदेश होता है। सो व्यासेन ग्रथिताम, ये व्यास ने उसको ग्रथना किया, ग्रंथ ग्रंथ रूप में बनाया। व्यासेन ग्रथिताम पुराण मुनिना। सो ये तो बहुत पुराना मुनि है और अष्टादश पुराण का लेखक है। व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराण मुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम अद्वैत अमृत वर्षिणी। ये तो अद्वैत का अमृत जो है उसको, उसका बारिश आ, जैसा इट इज लाइफ गिविंग। सो अमृत है, इट इज लाइफ गिविंग, इट मेक्स यू फ्री फ्रॉम बर्थ एंड डेथ। अद्वैतामृत वर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी। सो गीता को भगवती कहते हैं हम, और अष्टादश चैप्टर्स, 18 चैप्टर्स है। अष्टादश अध्यायिनी अम्ब। सो गीता है गीता माता, हे अम्ब, अम्ब अम्मा। ओके। भगवत गीते त्वाम अनुसंदधामि, मैं आपका अनुचरण करूंगा। भवद्वेषिणी, आप है संसार का नाश करने वाला। संसार है, इट्स अ लाइफ ऑफ बर्थ एंड डेथ, इट्स अ लाइफ ऑफ जॉय एंड सॉरो, so constantly changing, constantly stressful. And Bhagavad Gita is that which puts an end to all your stress and makes you free. So this is the prayer verse. Generally we chant it before study of Bhagavad Gita. No story today, but I'll be showing you a presentation on sannyasa and yoga. Okay, sannyasa and yoga. By the way, we'll be covering chapter 4 today. Can we share the screen?
Already shared, sir.
Already shared. Okay. I don't see the share screen here. Yeah. Okay. Share screen is not seen in this now. Uh, you're able to see the screen, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
able to see.
Uh,
Yes, yes.
in the third chapter, Krishna talked about sannyasa and yoga. Arjuna was confused. He said, why are you telling me both sannyasa also is good, karma also is good? Please tell me just one thing which is good for me, that which will give me shreyas. Arjuna was interested in shreyas. Shreyas is that which is beneficial for everyone and it is ultimate fulfillment. So that which is ultimate fulfillment alone will satisfy Arjuna's struggle. Arjuna is struggling with his responsibilities. He's struggling with his uh, idea of freedom. As long as I am engaged in this war, I can never feel free. And war is something that creates sorrow. And I will forever be connected to sorrow. Even if I win this war, I will have sorrow of guilt and loss. Of course, if I lose the war, then I have to give up my life. But my life is never over. Again, life after life, again, I'll have to keep going in a cycle of birth and death. So therefore, I can never be free from a life of struggle. If you believe that there is only one life, then your struggle ends after death. But Krishna says there is no freedom really for you, because even after death, there is a new life and struggle will keep continuing. So Arjuna says, in that case, let me retire from all karma, because karma is responsible for karma phala and sorrow is a karma phala. Karma phala is the result of karma. So if I stop doing karma, I'll be free from karma phala. Okay, as long as I keep doing karma, I'll be connected to a life of sorrow. Once I take sannyasa, I give up karma, I'll be free. This is Arjuna's idea of Shreyas. So taking sannyasa will give you liberation. For Krishna, taking sannyasa does not give you liberation. Taking sannyasa is just a lifestyle. So lifestyle can give you relative freedom. It can never give you absolute freedom. And again, a lifestyle is adopted by a person who is qualified. If you are qualified for the sannyasa lifestyle, then it is okay. If you are not qualified, that sannyasa can destroy you. Okay, so don't think of sannyasa as a lifestyle. Think of sannyasa as knowledge. Okay, if you see the chart, you find two lifestyles are there. One is the Sankhya Buddhi, which involves a lifestyle of sannyasa. The other is a Yoga Buddhi, which involves the lifestyle of karma. Okay, you have the Sankhya Nishtha and Yoga Nishtha. Nishtha means being rooted in. So Sankhya Nishtha is you're rooted in a lifestyle of sannyasa. And Yoga Nishtha, you're rooted in a lifestyle of karma. I hope this is clear. Sannyasa Nishtha is a lifestyle. Karma Yoga Nishtha also is a lifestyle. So people who practice Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga is nothing but the sannyasa lifestyle. So they are committed to knowledge. So on the right side, if you look at it, sannyasa is self-knowledge. So you have a lifestyle of sannyasa and you have the fulfillment of sannyasa. The fulfillment of sannyasa is self-knowledge. Know yourself. अपने आप को जानो. अपने आप को जानने से आप पूरी तरह से सन्यासी है. ओके, जब तक आप अपने आप को नहीं जानते हो, तब तक आप पूरी तरह से सन्यासी नहीं है. सो आपको आत्मज्ञान होने से आप सन्यासी है. आपको आत्मज्ञान नहीं होने से आप सन्यासी नहीं हो सकते हैं. Okay, you find that both in Sankhya Buddhi and Yoga Buddhi, the fulfillment is in terms of self-knowledge. See on the right side, sannyasa, a person who lives a life of a sannyasi, the lifestyle of a sannyasi, he has got less responsibilities, he has got more time, and he has high maturity and readiness, and his yoga attitude is well developed. Okay, this is the first uh, row. Sannyasa lifestyle, it excuses you from your duties. You don't have duties except to yourself. Duties to others you have dropped. Okay, that is possible for a person who is qualified for this lifestyle. A person who has lived life, and at the fag end of his life, he says, I have fulfilled all my duties. I don't need to keep doing my duties endlessly. So I handed over my responsibilities to my children. Abhi bachche bade ho gaye, so now I can retire and I can dedicate my time to spirituality. So such a person is qualified for sannyasa. Okay. And in sannyasa, you don't have family ties, you don't have family responsibilities, you don't have family duties also. So you have less responsibilities and maximum time for spirituality. But Krishna says it is dangerous to take to a lifestyle of sannyasa if you are not ready. If you are not ready, you cannot be properly living the life of a sannyasi, and you cannot have the benefit of karma, a lifestyle of karma. A lifestyle of karma is beneficial to you in terms of it gives you enough responsibilities, it gives you enough opportunities to experience life, it gives you enough time to pursue your personal goals. You can fulfill your desires if you live a lifestyle of a karma yogi. Okay. And if you have the right attitude, you will develop maturity and readiness for self-knowledge. For a beginner, it is important that you have the right attitude. This right attitude is developed when you live a life of karma yoga. Okay. So, karma yoga nishtha. Karma yoga nishtha. Nishtha is a rootedness or the lifestyle. So, karma yoga lifestyle helps you to become mature, helps you to become ready. But you need to practice the attitude of karma yoga, which is learn not to depend too much on results of karma. Work for results, plan for results, but don't depend on results. Okay, work for success, plan for success, pray for success, but do not depend on success because there is no guarantee of success. There is an assurance of success. Most of the time, when you do the right thing at the right time in the right way, you will get the right results. So that is the assurance that Krishna gives. Keep doing the right things. Don't worry about results. If you have done the right things, you will get the right results. What about expectation? Well, you can expect the right results. You can hope for the right results. You can pray for the right results. But you cannot depend on the right results because the right results depend on a lot of factors. Some factors are prayatna, kala, daivam. Prayatnam is your effort. Kala is the time. So you have to keep practicing. You have to keep working. You cannot start and give up. You have to keep doing a thing consistently until the result comes. Okay, so prayatna is your effort. Kala is your consistency. You have to also your patience. So do not be impatient to get results. Have patience. And daivam is the luck factor. So you invoke luck through prayer. So good luck is nothing but your own past karma that is giving you results now. So you pray for good luck to get the result. So that prayatna kala daiva, you are uh, invoking. So if you keep doing the right thing, you will get the right results. But remember, Daivam can also be for you. Good luck can be for you. That good luck can turn and come as bad luck also for you. So bad luck also is a result of your past action. Good luck also is a result of your past action. So that you have no control over because you have no knowledge of your previous lifetimes. That is where you just surrender the result to the Lord. Lord, you know best. So whatever result that you think is fit for me, I will accept it as prasada. So this is called prasada buddhi. So with prasada buddhi, you are able to overcome your uh, reaction to results. All stress is not because of what happens to you. All stress is because of how you react to the situation. What happens to you is a situation. How you react to it makes the situation stressful or it becomes manageable. Right? So your reaction is in your hand. The situation is not in your hand. So Krishna says, Karmani eva adhikaraste. So your karma, your action is in your hand. The result is not in your hand. The result comes from the laws of karma. Therefore, surrender the result to the laws of karma. Surrender it to the lawgiver, who is the Lord, and keep doing the right thing. When you get the right results, you are grateful. You say, thank you, Lord. When you don't get the right results, when you get something that is unpleasant result, that also you say, Lord, whatever has come, I do not know why the expected result didn't come. I have no knowledge of all the factors involved. You as a Lord, you are omniscient, you are the all-knower. Therefore, you know what is the right result for me. In my eyes, the result may not be the right result, but if it has come from you, I know it will be the right result because you know best. Right? So I surrender the result unto you. I work for the result, but I will not depend on the result. There is no guarantee of result. So whatever result that comes, I will take it as prasada. So this is the prasada buddhi. It is part of karma yoga. And of course, whatever actions that I do it as an offering unto you. Okay. So I am grateful that you have given me the capacity to act. I'm grateful that you have given me knowledge to act. I'm grateful that you have given me good health and the right resources. So all this, they don't belong to me. They come from you. Therefore, I am grateful. So when I do any karma, I do that karma as an act of gratitude. All my karmas that I do it as an act of gratitude. That becomes my puja unto you. So these two attitudes, Ishwara Arpana Bhavam and Prasada Bhavam. So they constitute Karma Yoga. Practicing the attitudes of Karma Yoga makes you a mature person. It makes you ready for self-knowledge. It also makes you ready to move to the next stage of life, that is sannyasa. We start our lives as brahmachari. As a brahmachari, learning is important, not doing. Learning is more important. When you graduate, you come into the life of a grahastha, where doing is more important. Okay. From grahastha, you graduate to vanaprastha, where letting go is more important. Letting go. So you have uh, lived life well. You have managed your life well. So now it is time to hand over the responsibilities to the next generation, so that you can live with minimum wants and minimum needs, right? And maximum time. You have minimum needs, minimum wants, and you have more time because you have handed over the responsibilities. Use that time for prayer, for meditation, for self-growth. There's a beautiful book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, this author, Stephen Covey, has done research on all the scriptures of the world. And he has boiled the message of all the scriptures in all cultures into 7 habits. So these 7 habits basically are spiritual habits. So the first habit is be proactive. That means do not wait for things to happen, make things happen. So take initiative to make things happen. So take charge of your life. The second habit is plan your life in such a way that as you keep moving through different stages, you are moving closer and closer to your life goals. So have your life goals very clear. It is not 5-year, 10-year goals. It is your lifetime goals. So make it very clear. If that is not clear, all your 5-year, 10-year goals may be at variance. Your lifetime goals can be one direction. Your other goals can be in a different direction. That means you are not really fulfilling your life. You are only running a race, but you're not running your race, because you may be running a 10-kilometer race, others are running a marathon, okay? Or you may be running a marathon, others are running 10 kilometers. So don't compare yourself to them. You are running a different race. So may all your goals be aligned to your lifetime goals. So that is the second habit. Think of the end in mind. The third habit is first things first. So whatever is more important, whatever is more priority, whatever is more healthy, so that you do first. Do the important things first. Urgent things can either you delegate or you find a separate time for that. But don't put all your time into doing urgent things and avoiding the important. Okay, the important thing has to be done. It may not be urgent, but find time for it, because if you don't attend to the urgent thing, if you don't attend to the important things and postpone them, they'll become more and more urgent and create stress. The more urgency is there in your life, the more stress. The more you manage your life, you work on the important, the more you fulfill the important goals, your urgent goals become less and less. Right? So third habit is manage your life in such a way that you meet your important goals. All these are spiritual practices. Proactivity, the first habit says that do things that are within your hand. Don't worry about what is beyond your hand. This is exactly what Bhagavad Gita is saying. Karmani eva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Do not depend on the results. Learn to surrender the results to the laws of karma. And you take initiative for your actions. If you do the right thing at the right time, you will get the right result. So Karma Yoga prepares you for self-knowledge. Okay. Now, if you're ready for self-knowledge, whether you are a sannyasi by lifestyle or not, does not matter. Even if you're not a sannyasi by lifestyle, you are a karmi by lifestyle, you are still active in your own field of work, but you have the right attitude of karma yoga. Practicing those attitudes, you become more and more mature, you become more and more ready. So maturity and readiness are built up gradually. Why is this important? This is important because sometimes what you plan and what happens to you may be totally different. Okay. You may plan to uh, uh, to you can say go to the gym and build up your health. You can plan that, and suddenly you get a heart attack in the gym, and then you go to the hospital, and all your plans are finished. Right? So we do not know what is going to happen in future. So don't say that spirituality can wait till the end of your life. Don't wait to practice spirituality after retirement. Spirituality is practiced at every moment, right here, right now. So if some tragedy happens in your life, are you ready to handle it? To handle the tragedy in your life, you require the attitude of sannyasa. Okay. So there's an attitude of sannyasa, which is nothing but karma yoga. So karma yoga is the right attitude, prasada buddhi, ishvara arpana bhava. With this attitude, you can be a sannyasi mentally. Without this attitude, you cannot be a sannyasi mentally. Okay. So all of Gita is not necessarily for you to take sannyasa as a lifestyle, but to become a sannyasi mentally. When you're ready for living a life with balance, not to be thrown off balance by your desires. Learn to manage your desires until you come to the point where desires are by the way. Desires are not all the way, desires are by the way. What is all the way? What is all the way is my managing those desires. When I learn to manage those desires, my stress becomes minimum and I'm ready for self-knowledge. Okay. Look at this on the right side. From the left to the right, there is an arrow. From a lifestyle of sannyasa, you can graduate to self-knowledge, which is also called as sannyasa. Okay. There's a sannyasa lifestyle and there is a sannyasa, you can say, fulfillment. So fulfillment of sannyasa is self-knowledge. So this is called real sannyasa. Real sannyasa is the fulfillment of self-knowledge. Sannyasa nishta is a lifestyle. It gives you time to pursue knowledge. As I said, less responsibilities, more time. You have high maturity and readiness. Your yoga attitude is well developed. You are ready for self-knowledge. Okay. The question is, what gives you self-knowledge? All your practice of spirituality can make you ready for self-knowledge. But self-knowledge is not a result of your practices. Self-knowledge is a result of learning. Self-knowledge requires learning. Self-knowledge is not a product of doing. Self-knowledge is a product of learning. And Krishna says, if you want to gain the self-knowledge, you should go to some person who has that self-knowledge and who is ready to share it with you. In the 4th chapter, we will be seeing the importance of self-knowledge. So, self-knowledge is a fulfillment of sannyasa. Okay. Sannyasa lifestyle is the readiness for self-knowledge. When you're ready for self-knowledge, all you need is a right teacher who can guide you and give you this self-knowledge. So that self-knowledge makes you a fulfilled sannyasi. Okay? There is a practicing sannyasi and there is a fulfilled sannyasi. All this comes under Sankhya Nishtha. Sankhya Nishtha, you are practicing sannyasa, and by self-knowledge, you become a fulfilled sannyasi. So this is the first row. Come to the next row. You come to Karma Yoga. Okay. Now Karma Yoga, you are a practicing Karma Yogi. If you are a practicing Karma Yogi, karma is a lifestyle for you. You are engaged in karma and you have significant responsibilities. And because of your responsibilities, you don't have enough time. So you have to create time for spirituality. You have limited time, so don't waste it. Don't waste it, use it well. And you have opportunities to exercise your desires, to fulfill your desires. You can work to fulfill your desires. At the same time, you have examples that tell you that all your desires can never be fulfilled. Okay? You have to prioritize your desires because all your desires can never be fulfilled. And even your prioritizing your desires does not guarantee fulfillment because there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. So you have to learn to accept some of your desires will be fulfilled. Some of your desires may never be fulfilled. Okay. So have that sense of humility that I am not omniscient, I am not all powerful, therefore I may not be able to fulfill all my desires. I may prioritize my desires, I may work for it, I can plan for it, but I have to learn to accept some things may be fulfilled, some things may not be fulfilled. I am ready for both. So a lifestyle of karma yoga gives you a lot of opportunities to manage your likes and dislikes. The more you manage your likes and dislikes, the more you are able to sideline your desires and focus on your lifetime goals. Your lifetime goal is to come to a point where I can say, I have fulfilled myself, I don't require anything more. मुझे कोई चीज का जरूरत नहीं है, मैंने सब कुछ देख लिया, मैंने सब कुछ पा लिया, मैंने सब कुछ अनुभव कर लिया. Okay, so now I am ready to depart. So my life is a bonus for me. I have nothing to fulfill in life. My life is a bonus. When you can come to that point, you are a fulfilled person. Okay. So if you are able to manage your likes and dislikes, you are prepared for self-knowledge. And self-knowledge tells you, you are complete as you are. There is nothing to do. There is something to recognize. Once you recognize what you are completely fulfilled. So Karma Yoga as a lifestyle prepares you for self-knowledge. Okay. Now that self-knowledge, once you have, you can continue your lifestyle of a Karma Yogi even after knowledge. There is no need to give it up. Krishna says people like Janaka, even after knowledge, they continue to do their regular duties. They fulfill their responsibilities. Janaka was a king. He ruled a kingdom. Even after self-knowledge, he continued to rule the kingdom. Therefore, what you do does not make you a sannyasi. What you know makes you a sannyasi. So, the fulfillment of Karma Yoga is in terms of self-knowledge. So, you prepare yourself for self-knowledge. How do you get that self-knowledge? Again, you have to go to the teacher, get that knowledge, you have to learn. So, self-knowledge requires learning. Whether you are a sannyasi or a karma yogi, does not matter. The fulfillment of sannyasa lifestyle comes through self-knowledge. So, a practicing sannyasi is pursuing self-knowledge. A fulfilled self-knowledge, sannyasi enjoys self-knowledge. So, the lifestyle of a sannyasi, there's a practicing sannyasi and there is a fulfilled sannyasi. Okay. Practicing sannyasi is a lifestyle. Fulfilled sannyasi is knowledge. Come to Karma Yoga. There's a practicing Karma Yogi. A practicing Karma Yogi pursues his responsibilities and manages his time so that he can dedicate some time for spirituality. He has a lot of experiences which makes him mature in life. He learns to prioritize desires and also learns to not to depend on them. So by practicing Karma Yoga, he becomes ready for self-knowledge. So a practicing Karma Yogi is preparing for self-knowledge. What about a fulfilled Karma Yogi? The fulfilled Karma Yogi is on the right side. The fulfilled Karma Yogi is a person who enjoys self-knowledge. Okay. So the one who is a sannyasi, practicing sannyasi, also works for self-knowledge. The one who is practicing Karma Yoga as a lifestyle also is working for self-knowledge. Therefore, it does not matter whether you are a sannyasi by lifestyle or you are a Karma Yogi by lifestyle. What is important is, are you preparing yourself for self-knowledge? It is because self-knowledge tells you you are complete as you are. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to change anything. You just have to realize who you are. So know yourself and become free. Any questions about this? We go to the chapter. Yes, any questions? Okay, if there's no questions, we go to chapter 4. Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, sir. In chapter 4, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Krishna says that this knowledge, which is called as self-knowledge, it is called as Atma Vidya or Brahma Vidya. In Bhagavad Gita, there are two distinct themes. One is Brahma Vidya, other is Yoga Shastram. Yoga Shastras is all set of practices that you do in order to come to self-knowledge. Once you are ready for self-knowledge, the teaching of self-knowledge, the learning of self-knowledge is called Brahma Vidya. All preparation that you do, the set of practices that makes your mind ready for knowledge, whether it is Karma Yoga, whether it is Bhakti, whether it is Dhyanam, all spiritual practices, they come under Yoga Shastra. Okay? Everything that makes you a better person in life, that comes under Yoga Shastra. And once you have become a better person in life, ready for ultimate fulfillment, you require self-knowledge, which is Brahma Vidya. So Yoga Shastra prepares you for Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya makes you realize that you are already full and complete. What you look for in life is to come to a point where you can say, I have done everything, I have seen everything, now I don't require anything. मैंने सब कुछ कर लिया, सब कुछ देख लिया, अभी किसी चीज का इच्छा नहीं रह गया. So I have lived a full life. Now I can happily retire. I can happily leave this world also. So that is called as fulfillment. So there are relative fulfillment. Relative fulfillment is सब कुछ अच्छा है लेकिन. Okay. How is your retirement? सब कुछ अच्छा है लेकिन थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. Okay. What is absolute fulfillment? Absolute fulfillment is सब कुछ इतना अच्छा है that there is no room for लेकिन. There is no room for but. All is well. Okay. I am full. I am complete. I don't require anything more. So whatever I do is extra. Whatever I can get is extra. My life is a bonus. When you can come, my entire life is a bonus. I have fulfilled myself. I don't need anything. That is called absolute fulfillment. That absolute fulfillment comes through Brahma Vidya. अपने आप को जानो. आप जैसा है किसी कोई भी अवस्था में, किसी अवस्था में आप हो, किसी देश में, कोई काल में हो, किसी संकट में हो या आनंद में हो, दैट इज ऑल बाय द वे. आप स्वरूप से पूर्ण है. आप पूर्ण ब्रह्म का स्वरूप है. you are completely fulfilled as you are. There's nothing to do. There is something to know. Okay. So in the first two chapters, 2 and 3, second and third chapter, Krishna talked about both Karma Yoga and Brahma Vidya. Now in the fourth chapter, Krishna says, this knowledge is not something new. ये तो पहले के जमाने का ज्ञान है. So एकदम पुरातन ज्ञान है. It is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means it is forever. This knowledge has always been there. And in the beginning of creation, I have given this knowledge to Vivaswan. Vivaswan is the Surya Devata. Okay, so I have given this knowledge to Vivaswan. Vivaswan gave this knowledge to his son Manu, and Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku, again, the ancestor of Rama. रामचंद्र का ancestor Ikshvaku थे. So Ikshvaku dynasty कहते हैं हम. So this knowledge has come through a series of kings who were rishis also, they were kings also, they were Raja rishis. So Vivaswan was a ruler, his son Manu was a ruler, his son Ikshvaku was a ruler. So this knowledge I have given, and it has come down until the present times. Right? This is called the parampara of knowledge. From teacher to student, this knowledge has always been there. So it is nothing new. Arjuna, मैंने आपको कुछ नया नहीं दिखाया. ये तो पहले जमाने का ही ज्ञान है और वो मेरे से ही दिया हुआ है. अर्जुना says, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है. आप तो अभी अभी पैदा हुआ है और व्हाट इज इट, विवस्वान तो पहले जमाने के थे. तो मैं कैसा विश्वास करूं क्या आपने विवस्वान को इस ज्ञान का उपदेश किया. हाउ कैन आई बिलीव दैट यू हैव गिवन दिस नॉलेज टू विवस्वान हु वाज आवर एंसेस्टर्स and you are contemporary. Vivaswan is not a contemporary. So how could you have given this knowledge to him? Krishna कहते हैं, बहुनि में व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव च अर्जुन. मेरे अनेक जन्म हुआ है. अर्जुन, आपका भी अनेक जन्म हुआ है. तानि अहम वेद सर्वाणि. मेरा जन्म, हर जन्म का ज्ञान मुझे है. न त्वम, आपको आपका पहले जन्म का पहचान नहीं है, ज्ञान नहीं है, मेमोरी नहीं है. यू डोंट रिमेंबर योर पास्ट लाइव्स. आई रिमेंबर ऑल माय पास्ट लाइव्स. एंड as the Lord, I am Lord. I am not just Mr. Krishna. I am the Lord of the universe, now being born as Mr. Krishna. Okay, तो ये तो मेरा अवतार है. I have had many avatars before, and in one of my earliest avatars, I have given this knowledge to Vivaswan. So now Krishna describes his real nature. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san प्रकृतिम स्वाम अधिष्ठाय संभवामि आत्म मायया. मेरा तो कोई जन्म नहीं है, मैं तो ईश्वर हूँ. मैं जन्म से ऊपर हूँ. आई हैव नो बर्थ, आई हैव नो डेथ. आई एम कांस्टेंट. आई रिमेन द सेम विदाउट एनी चेंज. आई एम अव्यय आत्मा. अव्यय आत्मा माने आई रिमेन विदाउट एनी चेंज. एंड आई एम द लॉर्ड ऑफ all the beings, bhutanam ishwaraha. And even though I am not really born, I do not change, but associated with my prakriti maya. Okay, मेरे साथ मेरा प्रकृति है माया. So through that maya, I appear to be born. Sambhavami atma mayaya. I appear to be born as an individual. तो क्या हुआ? ईश्वर तो इस जगत में आया इंसान के रूप में. So this is called an avatar. Krishna says, this avatar is due to my Maya. Really speaking, I am unborn. I am free from birth. I am free from death. But because of my Maya, I appear to be born. And very interestingly, Ishvara says, Arjuna, आपका भी अनेक जन्म था. आप भी अव्यय आत्मा हो, लेकिन आपको पहचान नहीं है. आपका आत्मा का पहचान नहीं है, आपका पहले जन्म का भी पहचान नहीं है. Therefore, even though you are nothing but the Lord, but because of your ignorance, you take yourself as a mortal. You take yourself as a limited person. आप इंसान नहीं हो, आप तो परमेश्वर का ही स्वरूप हो. This is what we talk about as you are not a human being trying to practice spirituality. You are a spiritual being experiencing human nature. You are not a human being exploring your spiritual nature. You are a spiritual being experiencing your human nature. तो आप कौन है? आप इंसान है या आप ईश्वर है? कृष्ण कहते हैं आप भी अव्यय है, आप भी अनादि है. You are beginningless, you are changeless, but because of Maya, you appear as a limited being. Krishna says, I am also like you. I also had many janmas, but really I am unborn. Because of Maya, I have taken birth. The difference between you and me is just this much. You do not know your earlier births because you are depending on your limited memory. I don't depend on my limited memory. I can access all my omniscience because I am aware of it. I am Ishvara. So as Ishvara, I am not limited by my mind. I am more than my mind. You are also Ishvara, but because of ignorance, you have mistaken your nature to be a human being. So you are not really a human being looking for spiritual fulfillment. You are a spiritually fulfilled being having an experience of a limited human nature. अपने आप को आपका दृष्टि बदलो. जैसा जैसा आपका दृष्टि बदलते हैं, आपको स्ट्रेस से आपको फ्रीडम फ्रॉम स्ट्रेस मिल जाएगा. विदाउट चेंजिंग एनीथिंग, विदाउट डूइंग एनीथिंग, केवल आपका दृष्टि को बदल डालो. दिस इज कॉल्ड सेल्फ नॉलेज. एंड दिस नॉलेज डज नॉट हैपन बाय wishful thinking. This knowledge happens when you go to the teacher, surrender to the teacher, ask for this knowledge, and that teacher is someone who is Shrotriyaha Brahmanishtaha. Shrotriya, he is a learned person, and Brahmanishta, he is rooted in that knowledge. Go to such a person, ask a lot of questions, okay? Clarify all your doubts until you come to the point where you see the same thing as what the teacher says. A beautiful example is अरुंधति नक्षत्र. ओके, दर्शन, आपको दर्शन करना है अरुंधति नक्षत्र. जनरली शादी के समय, सो द प्रीस्ट विल टेल द कपल, आप अरुंधति नक्षत्र का दर्शन करो. Now what is Arundhati Nakshatra? So it is a star It's a very tiny star, and it is associated with a bigger star called Vasishtha. Okay, you have Vasishtha and Arundhati. They appear to be not even twins, they appear to be one. So unless you can very clearly see, you will see only one star, but you have to have the patience. The more patience you have, slowly you will see the difference between Arundhati and Vasishtha. Okay. So now if you don't know where Arundhati is, you have to ask the priest and the priest will guide you. Okay. You go to this particular Dhruva Nakshatra. Dhruva Nakshatra is a pole star. From the pole star, you go to the Great Bear. The Great Bear is the 7 stars that are there together, 4 in a square and 3 in the tail. You go to the Great Bear, and every point you think, okay, we have arrived at Arundhati. And the priest says, can you see the 4 stars? You ask, oh, is one of them Arundhati? The priest says, no. Now go to the tail, the 3 stars. Okay, is one of those 3 stars Arundhati? The priest says, no. Go to the middle star. Oh, is that Arundhati? The priest says, no. Okay, keep watching that middle star until you see one more star next to it. Is that Arundhati? Yes. That smaller star, the tinier star is Arundhati. Okay. When you are guided by the priest from one star to another, you go and you eliminate. That is not Arundhati. This is not Arundhati. Finally, you end up with Arundhati. The same thing is true of self-knowledge. In the process of learning, you keep eliminating all your doubts until you come closer and closer to what you are. Finally, you come to the point when you say, I see what I am. I am complete. I am secure. I am fulfilled as I am. Right here, right now. Without changing anything, without reaching any destination, without having a new experience, right here, right now, as I am complete, I am secure, I am fulfilled. If I have any doubt, how, when, where, why, I clarify those doubts with my teacher until I come to the point where I see the same thing that my teacher sees. Just like both of us see the same Arundhati star. The guide as well as the person who is guided. Both of them have the same experience of Arundhati star. Here also, the teacher and the student. So in their process of interaction, their vision comes closer and closer until a point comes when both of them are seeing the same truth. The truth is very simple. I am one whole, undivided, limitless, timeless, conscious being. I am one whole, undivided, limitless, timeless, conscious being. There is nothing similar to me. There is nothing other than me. There is nothing inside or outside of me. There is only me. One whole, undivided, limitless, timeless, conscious being. I am complete as I am. I am secure as I am. I am fulfilled as I am. No conditions apply. Right here, right now, I am complete. I am secure. I am fulfilled. This is the vision of Bhagavad Gita. This vision is called Brahma Vidya. To come to this point, you require a set of spiritual practices which are called Yoga Shastra. So practicing Yoga Shastra, you make yourself ready for Brahma Vidya. When you're ready for Brahma Vidya, you come across a teacher. They say when the student is ready, the teacher comes. The teacher will give you this knowledge. Tad vidya pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So the truth is very simple. You are what you are. You are complete. You are secure. You are fulfilled as you are. Right here, right now. Om. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Markena Mahimmahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samastashvino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Shubharahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satkamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Time for questions. Any questions? You are welcome to shoot.
Acharya Mahadevan here.
Naji Maharaj.
Uh, Once you practice Yoga Shastra and do Dhyana, you become a better person spiritually. You attain Brahma Vidya, which is complete fulfillment, absolute fulfillment. Any example of such person who has attained Brahma Vidya?
Well, I've met many masters in Rishikesh. My own teacher, Swami Dayananda. All my gurus, Swami Chinmayananji, Swami Dayananji, Swami Tarananda in Haridwar. So all of them are no more now. But I had the opportunity of living with them, studying from them for more than 10 years at a stretch. And again, after that also occasionally kept on meeting them and staying with them for a few days at a time. So in Kailas Ashram, there was a Mahatma, Harihara Tirtha. So that person, for him, from morning to evening, he does nothing but teaching. Okay, he teaches Brahma Vidya and he's in his own world happy as he is. So it doesn't matter whether people are listening to him or not. He is happy teaching. Okay. Now, all these people, they all uh, you can say they have nothing really to, no possessions. They don't really have any place to stay. So some of them, of course, they have an ashram, but they don't have any personal property, nothing. They've given up everything. They're living a life of a sannyasi, but still you find that there is no sense of, I don't have this, I don't have this. That sense of comparing, nothing is there. So hum bas mast ram hai. Especially this Harihara Tirtha, really mast ram. Okay, अपने आप में एकदम खुश आनंद है. Right? So I have met many people in my own life and I've lived with them. No, that is why I know, and something of it has rubbed on me also. So this knowledge is most important, right? Okay, chalo, Hari Om. We'll stop here. Namaste.
Thank you very much.